The Yankees played their final exhibition game of summer camp today. Didi Garcia faced off against Vince Velasquez. Here's the lineups for tonight's game as Didi Gregorius made his return to the Bronx. The Phillies have 10 batters in their lineup, and the Yankees would add a 10th batter later on in the game to move LeMahieu from second base to DH. Boone and Girardi already agreed to this. Let's get into the action right after a quick word from Sports Cases. Roman Quinn popped out to LeMahieu in shallow right field for the first out of the game, as DJ had to deal with the sun to make that catch. Segura struck out swinging on a high fastball for the second out of the game. In his first at-bat back in the Bronx, Didi ripped a 2-0 fastball down the left field line for extra bases. Judge fired in, but Didi had a 2-out double to put a runner in scoring position for the Phillies. Real Muto swung at the first pitch and drilled it to deep center field. It was over the head of Hicks and one hopped off the wall. Didi came in to score on an RBI double by Real Muto to give the Phillies a 1-0 lead. Let's take another look at the swing by Real Muto as he was ready for that hanging breaking ball. Hoskins drew a 2-out walk with first base open to put 2 on with 2 away. Scott Kingery worked a walk to load the bases with 2 away for Adam Hazley. Hazley chopped out to Voit to end the inning and leave the bases loaded. Phillies won, Yankees coming to bat. DJ was hit by a 1-1 fastball to begin the bottom of the first. Judge struck out swinging on a breaking ball in the dirt for the first out. Gleyber swung at the first pitch and lined it into left for a base hit to put 2 runners on with 1 away for the Yankees. Stanton struck out looking on a front door breaking ball for the second out of the inning. A look at the overhead camera on that pitch. Hicks drew a walk to load the bases for Sanchez. Gary Sanchez struck out swinging to end the inning and leave the bases loaded. Former Yankee Neil Walker grounded out to Gleyber behind second for the first out of the second. Nick Williams blooped a 1-out single to left in front of Gardner to give the Phillies a base runner. Alec Boehm's skied one deep down the right field line. Judge was able to run it down and make a nice play at the sidewall for the second out. Garcia tried to pick off Williams and he threw it past Voit. It rolled up the warning track all the way to Judge. Williams advanced all the way to third on the E1. Quinn lined a base hit into right to drive in the run and give the Phillies a 2-0 lead. Segura was hit by a pitch in his left hand to put 2 on with 2 away. A closer look at that pitch that hit Segura and ended the day for Garcia. David Hale got Didi to ground out to first to end the inning and strand 2 runners on base. Luke Voit was all over a hanging slider and ripped it into the gap in left center for extra bases. Voit stopped at second with the leadoff double for the Yankees in the bottom of the second inning. Gardner struck out looking on a fastball that clipped the inside corner for the first out. After fouling off a ball between his legs, Gio flew out to fairly deep center field for the second out of the inning. DJ was ready for a first pitch breaking ball and skied it deep towards the short porch and right. Williams went back to the track and he made the play right at the top of the wall to end the inning. The Yankees wasted a leadoff double and trailed 2-0 through 2 innings. Real Muto grounded out to Gio for the first out of the top of the third. Hoskins also grounded out to Gio for the second out of the inning. Kingery drew a 5-pitch walk with 2 away. Hazley grounded out to third as Gio tied a record held by many with 3 putouts in 1 inning. Judge struck out swinging on a low off-speed pitch for the second time today. Gleyber grounded out to third for the second out of the inning. Stanton flew out to fairly deep center field to end a 1-2-3 bottom of the third for Velasquez. Walker hit one hard, but right at Judge for the first out of the top of the fourth. Nick Williams dropped his second hit of the game into shallow center field to give the Phillies a base runner with 1 away. Boehm swung at the first pitch and lined it into left field for a base hit to put 2 runners on with 1 away for the Phillies. Quinn struck out swinging on a changeup from Hale for the second out of the inning. Didi chopped one slowly to the left side, and Gleyber made a nice play to throw him out and end the inning as 2 runners were stranded on base. Hicks swung at a 3-0 fastball and popped it up in the infield as Didi put it away for the first out of the bottom of the fourth. Sanchez lined one hard but right at Hazley for the second out of the inning. Voit struck out looking to end the inning as Velasquez retired 9 in a row since the Voit double in the second. Real Muto worked a 4-pitch walk to begin the top of the fifth. Hoskins drew a walk to put 2 runners on with nobody out. Scott Kingery swung at the first pitch and flew out to Gardner in left as he couldn't advance the runners. This ended the day for Hale, and Nick Nelson came in the game for the Yankees. Hazley was all over a 2-0 pitch from Nelson, but unfortunately for him, he hit it right at Judge for the second out. Walker struck out swinging on a good changeup from Nelson to end the inning and strand the runners on base. Gardner was under a 1-0 fastball and lifted it to shallow left field for the first out of the bottom of the 5th. Urshela stayed on a 2-2 breaking ball and lined it down the right field line for a base hit. Williams made a nice play to cut it off and hold Gio to a 1-out single. DJ swung at the first pitch and hit it hard on the ground to first. Hoskins stepped on the bag for the second out and chased down Gio to tag him out on an unassisted double play to end the 5th inning. The inning actually continued for one more batter during the commercial break, and Aaron Judge drilled a home run over the Yankees bullpen. This counted on the scoreboard as Aaron Judge hit a solo shot to put the Yankees on the board and make it a 2-1 game. This ended the day for Velasquez, who faced one more batter to get his pitch count a little higher. It was now a 2-1 Phillies lead through 5 innings of play. Williams struck out swinging on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball for the first out of the 6th. Bob swung at the first pitch and chopped out to the left side for the second out. Pinch hitter Mikey Matuk struck out swinging on a changeup to end a 1-2-3 inning for Nelson. Former Yankee Blake Parker got Glaber to strike out on a check swing for the first out, as we now take a look at all of the former Yankees now on the Phillies. This list doesn't include manager Joe Girardi and bench coach Rob Thompson. Stanton popped one up to Real Muto behind the plate for the second out of the bottom of the 5th. Hicks worked the count full and drew a 2-out walk against Parker. Andujar, who came in the game to play first base, showed good plate discipline and drew a walk to put 2 on with 2 away. Yankee legend Eric Kratz lined a base hit to left. Hicks tried to come around and score from second, but Hazley made a great throw to the plate and got Hicks in plenty of time to end the inning and preserve the Phillies' 2-1 lead. Phil Goslin lined the first pitch from Zach Britton into the gap in right center for extra bases. Talkman fired in, and Goslin had a leadoff double. Kyle Garlick grounded out to the left side for the first out as he couldn't advance the runner to third. The first pitch to Real Muto got away from Kratz, and Goslin moved up to third. Real Muto chopped one back to the mound, and Britton made a nice play to save a run and get the out at first. Former Yankee fan favorite Ronald Torreyes grounded out to Estrada to end the inning as the Phillies wasted the leadoff double. Gardner drew a walk against new pitcher Robert Stock to begin the bottom of the 7th. Gio hit one into straightaway center field. Matuk tried to make it seem like he couldn't see the ball, but he made the catch as Gardner retreated to first. Wade hit one hard but right at the first baseman. The Phillies turned a 3-6 double play to end the inning and take a 2-1 lead into the 8th. Brooks Kriske caught Josh Harrison looking for the first out of the top of the 8th. Nick Martini struck out swinging for the second out of the inning. Kriske was 1 strike away from a 9-pitch, 3-strikeout immaculate inning, but the umpire didn't give him the call, even though it hit the K zone. Kriske ended up getting a ground out as Wade made a nice sliding play for the out to end the inning. Rosso got DJ to strike out swinging for the first out of the 8th. Talkman lined a 1-out single into right center field to put the tying run aboard for the Yankees. Talkman tried to steal second base, but he was thrown out for the second out of the inning as Harrison made a nice tag on the play. Frazier worked a 2-out walk to get that base runner back for the Yankees. Stanton grounded out to second to end the inning as the Yankees trailed 2-1 going to the 9th inning. Tony Zick got bombed to ground out to Estrada for the first out of the top of the 9th. Logan O'Hoppe got into one and drilled it to deep left field. Griner went back to the track and he made the play right at the wall. D.V. Grullon struck out swinging to end a 1-2-3 9th for Zick. Mauricio Llovera came in to get the save, but Mike Ford had something to say about that. Ford got all of a 3-2 pitch and crushed it into the bleachers in deep right field. Ford motored around the bases after his long home run that tied the game at 2 in the bottom of the 9th. One more look at that swing by Ford. Estrada popped out to shallow center field for the first out of the 9th. Andujar struck out swinging on a changeup for the second out of the 9th. Eric Kratz tapped one back to the mound to end the inning as well as the ball game. The Yankees and Phillies ended this one in a 2-2 tie to wrap up exhibition play. The Yankees have 2 days off before opening day in D.C. on Thursday. Garrett Cole will get the ball against Max Scherzer in that one, and I'll provide the highlights with a breakdown for it. That's all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody, and let's go Yankees!